Right. So for me, what first brought me to Radiance, it was recommended by a colleague who had gone through the program. And what I was most drawn to was how it brought neuroscience into coaching. So thinking about how to use what we know in neuroscience to support and positively reinforce behavior change. And that was just really unique to me. And some of the other programs I saw, they didn't really talk about that as a part of supporting coaching. And then secondly, it just felt so comprehensive in that it included mentoring. It provided all the opportunities within the program to meet the ICF requirements so that I would be ready. So that was, that felt like a really kind of logical move. And so that's what brought me to Radiance. But really what I found was beyond my expectations. I started this process as sort of an individual, independent endeavor. I wanted to formalize my experience and bring it into coaching and get certified and credentialed. But what I found was actually, I found a community of coaches, a community of professionals who I felt like really truly cared about my work and who I was and what I brought to coaching. And I communicate with people from Radiance all the time. I've never found a group of people who are just so willing and generous with their time. They'll jump on a Zoom call in the middle of the day to talk through a coaching problem or to share a resource or just to connect. As a kind of a mid-career professional, I've actually never experienced that. We talk about professional networks all the time, and I didn't truly have that until I went into Radiance, and that was not what I was expecting to get out of the program. So that was just such a gift, and I think is what sets Radiance apart from other coaching programs, because I initially thought, oh, this is just probably what happens when you decide to, enroll in a coaching program, because you're really doing inner work, you're building awareness, you're being vulnerable, you're recording yourselves coaching, you're practicing, so that probably just naturally happens. But as I have started to meet more coaches in my area who have not done Radiance, I realized that that is actually not the case, that this was a truly unique experience that I was able to have because of the depth and intentionality and I think really to all that is built in to the Radiance program. But that was sort of, just an added bonus that I didn't really anticipate to get. So I came in as, just thinking about myself as an individual and as an independent professional. And then what I gained was just being a part of something so much larger than that, like a community of coaches who can help me and challenge me to continue to be curious, to have the coaching mindset, and not just to do it in my work, but to live it in my life. And so that's been really such a gift. And I think, so another benefit has been the tools that the Radiance program provides. The tools are so robust and they give me so many things to do with clients. And there's enough there in the coach's toolbox and all the resources on the website and everything that you gain when you become a part of the Radiance program, that I'm able to, when a client is feeling really stuck in any particular area, most of the time I can find a resource or a tool to help them move forward, regardless of the topic. And I think the clients I've worked with thus far who have had previous coaching experience have said that the visual tools that we use in our sessions are really different and adding something new that they haven't experienced before. And I found that the client spreadsheet and the life purpose work and all of those Radiant Path tools really helps them stay focused and see their work and their progress. And it provides them with that clear view to understand what we're working towards. So when things get difficult or unclear, we can both, coach and client, go back and have a visual sort of reminder of what we're working towards. And it really brings an extra organization and structure to the work that I think helps clients, one, maintain that clarity of what they're working towards, but also be accountable to their work and their goals. I had one client who did the life purpose exercise, and when I showed them all their purposeful words that came out of the conversation, they just had this total like lit up and thought, oh my gosh, my own personal vision board. I've always wanted something like this. And so it was a reflection for them of all that came out of our conversation and all their strengths and values and motivators right there in one place. And that particular client had worked with other coaches and had never had an experience like that. So I think that's just an example of how the Radiance tools really add so much to coaching. And I think having those tools in that toolbox gives me confidence as a coach, because I know that wherever the client needs to go, I'm going to have really tangible tools to support them and help them stay grounded in their work. And a few of the additional offerings outside of the level 2 path that I did were the time and energy management, CCE, which was really wonderful. So you get a whole other set of tools. There's an entire separate client spreadsheet that is just around time and energy management. And doing that process myself was eye-opening. But now I also get to take different tabs from that spreadsheet and I try them out with other clients when we talk about when a client is really struggling to, balance their time and energy. There's so many tools that I got just from that course to help them really develop more awareness about how they're spending their time, what's energizing them, what's draining them, and then what they need to do differently to get a better balance. And then even just the way that, we talk about time and energy. So a lot of people just say work-life balance, but reframing that as, a balance of doing and being, a balance of time and energy, a balance of preserving ourselves so that we can do what we need to do, but also have time and space to do the things that give us our energy back. And so that's like a new way of talking about work-life balance that I think has opened up a lot of clients in new ways in thinking about this. And that directly came from the class. Love the Coaches Entrepreneur class. For me, still thinking about how I'm going to step out into the coaching space as an entrepreneur and when, but it gave me such concrete tools and planning for how I would need to build my business and how I need to, market myself and thinking about myself as a coach and really the value of developing a niche area, things that I just was not considering. And I got really excellent feedback from the instructor on a draft of my website, which is so helpful, and I'm so grateful for that. And then I also really loved the career coaching course because it gave me some tools to help people think about, applying their purpose, but in the context of careers. And so I think I do have some clients that really want more like career exploration, and they're not as interested in the life purpose work. But it's funny because the career coaching tools, I think, allow them to meet that and feel like we're moving into really concrete career search. But it doesn't lose the purpose. It doesn't lose the being and doing, and it still brings in all the values and motivators and parts of the coaching conversation. So I think a lot of clients I've worked with through that have gotten a clearer sense of what they really want to do, not just what they feel like they should do. So that's been really helpful. The instructors in Radiance have just truly changed my life in so many ways. Again, it moves beyond just the course and the program. The ways in which they have been able to give me really detailed, difficult feedback in a way that is just also so kind and loving. I've actually never received that. Again, in my career and as a mid-career professional, I don't know that I have actually received as concrete, constructive feedback. And in a way that was so effective. And truly the way that my Radiance instructors have given me feedback, I have now tried to model that in meetings, in my work, and with people I supervise. I remember how I was delivered that feedback, and then I try and do it. And so that's just another example of where Radiance has really, expanded into other corners of my life. I think about Radiance tools when I'm leading a meeting at work. I start with a purpose. What are we working towards? What are we moving towards? And so it's truly changed the way I think I operate as a professional. And then all of the deep inner work that is a part of the course has just changed the way that I show up, I think, in my relationships, personally, in my life. And it's really honed in the fact that coaching is not necessarily a profession. For me, it's a mindset, and it's sort of an expression of the person I want to be when I'm at my best. And I think about that all the time when I'm not in a coaching conversation, when I'm at work, and when I'm just in life. And I think that speaks to how comprehensive, how personalized, and how holistic the Radiance program is. Because it got me thinking not just about me as a professional, as a coach, but me as a person. And that's been a huge benefit. Those are really the highlights for me. And I just want to say that if you are looking for a coaching program that is going to deepen not only you as a coach, but as a person and as a human, Radiance is a program for that. Because you don't just get a course, a certification, a credential. You get a community, and you get a new sense of self that you can take with you into all areas of life and work. So I highly recommend Radiance.